we wrote in, he wanted to sing it so many times, and he never could get it out. Because we never know who has an unspoken request. You never know when it's on your heart. You know, and we just don't know what each one of you have in your heart. Maybe you have an unspoken request. God hears it. He knows what's in your heart, and he can answer it.
And every time I've ever sung that song, now we've done it a few times, but I always think of this church. I don't know why. But I can see a lady sitting on the back row. And this church is special to us, really is. We love you all, we love this church. We love the
Yes,
Lord. We
this
just
is-
love everybody, don't we?
Yes, we do. I believe this is the first church that I ever sang at, wasn't it?
No, one other.
Was it one of them?
No,
Oh, that's right.
Wasn't very good.
Yeah. But I always felt comfortable at this church. I feel love, I feel the Holy Spirit, and I feel comfortable enough that I take my shoes off when I first sing.
She tried to be like Peg McNeely.
No, I don't throw my shoes.
Y'all done paid me.
I thought you started. God has been faithful. He's been so faithful to me and Tom. The next song, it's Down on My Knees. About a month ago, and I know you all, Norman has put our daughter and my son on prayer list here. Heather was diagnosed with cancer in the breast. And right after she was diagnosed with that, she also found another cancer, a different kind of cancer in her breast. Well, I've been down there with her, helping her, and she's suffered terribly. She's lost her hair and just burnt inside totally from the chemo. Well, while I was there, I got a phone call from my son that had a stroke. Well, we went to the emergency room. Thank the Lord he was in the same town where Heather lived. And I went over, and they did all kinds of tests on him, on his brain, and it wasn't a stroke. But he didn't know any of us. He didn't know where he was. He was living back in a time when he was 21 years old. And he was in the military, and some bad things was done to him. And he reverted back to that. And it was awful. I just thought I was going to fall apart with Heather and him.
Bless her, Lord.
I didn't have no peace in me. I just thought, we're going to lose our daughter and our son. But I got on my knees and I prayed. And I asked God, please just give me peace. Let me know that these two kids are going to be okay. And you know, I went to bed at night and I went to sleep. And the next morning I got up and I had peace. Peace I cannot explain. That Heather is going to be okay. She's going to have to go through a lot. And my son is going to be okay. He is coming out of it. He's back in today's living. He's very slow at thinking. And he's going to be okay. But this song sticks in my mind. It's Down on My Knees. When you have a problem, when you feel uneasy inside, get on your knees. Pray, cry out to God that he would help you through it, help our kids through it, or any of you that has a problem. I pray for you. And it's the only way that I have made it through, and the only way you will make it through.
You will never leave
bringing glory to thee. So help me stand, though I may stand on my knees. When I'm down on my knees, I have found sweet relief, and I found that you will never leave me. When I've no strength to stand, and on you I depend, I find rest when I'm down on my knees. I find rest when I'm down on my knees. You ever try to sing and get all choked up? It's not easy.
No.
Everybody here, I'm sure, knows that if they're interested in Southern gospel music, knows the name Squire Parsons. That song right there was written by Squire's little brother. By the way, Squire, I got a thing on Facebook or something that Squire, you know, he went to sing. He was singing for Ernie Phillips' funeral down in North Carolina, and when he come off the stage, he passed out. And they rushed him to the hospital, and they did open heart surgery on him. Well, he has not recovered from that, and he's having to suspend his musical ministry. And I know that's going to be a hard thing for him to do, because he's done a lot for gospel music. But Tommy, he's got two brothers, Virgil and Tommy. They both sing with a group out in the valley down called Brighter Side, and one of their other members was suffering with cancer. And they went by to see him one day, and he was showing them calluses on his knees where he'd been crawling around the floor, trying to get in a position where he didn't have pain. He was in such pain. Tommy went home and got to think about that, the calluses on his knees, and he wrote that song for Clarence. Took it back to him. First time I heard it, I told him, I said, I gotta have it soundtrack. I just sing that song, because it means a lot to me. Because I know the writer, and I know the man it was written about, and I know the man that he's with right now.
That's right. While traveling through this world of sorrow, I'm on my way to glory land. I'll not turn back for some tomorrow. My trials here I'll understand. I want to know more about my Jesus. I want to know more about my Lord. I want to know more about that mansion I'm going to receive as my reward. I want to know more about that homeland. I need to go there someday, somehow. And after I reach that heavenly city, I need to know more than I know now. He promised when his soul ascended, I'm coming back
She's having the water on me.
I believe in a hill called Mount Calvary. I'll believe whatever the cost. And when time has surrendered and earth is no more, I'll still cling to the old rugged cross. I believe that this life with its great mystery surely someday will come to an end. Oh, but faith will conquer the darkness and death, and will lead me at last to my friend. I believe that the Christ who was slain on the cross has